Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the charts right here, shall we? Oh my goodness, Bitcoin has done it again, man. It decided, oh no, I'm going to go back down for a little bit, but that's all right. It's gonna come back up, right? And once it does, I think it's just definitely gonna blow through the $51,000 target that I thought it was gonna at least come up to before it actually came back down. But we're going to talk about where its downward side target it should be and how to trade that in today's episode. So make sure you stay to the very end because there's lots more information. We're going to be talking about Ethereum. We've seen a huge pattern showing up in Ethereum, and you need to be here to watch this because it's going to be a nice trade there as well. And if you're interested in trading this, you can do so by heading over to bybit.davincij15.com where you can get a $1,600 bonus, or to femex.davincij15.com and get a $2,500 deposit bonus to do your own trade. So head over there right now and open up an account. It takes you a few seconds. You pause the video and come back on. All right. With that said, we're going to be going right into the trades. But before we do, right, remember, this is not financial advice. It's trading entertainment, so make sure you do your own research before putting any money into the market. Okay, let's go. Okay, so alrighty, so Bitcoin has decided to break down, and we're gonna draw some fibs, see where this thing might stop. Now, I've already seen this fibs. So I'm gonna tell you that we've already tested the 61.8 twice here and then bounced off of it. I'm having troubles to see a third time bouncing off of the 61.8. We're probably going to at least look at the 78.6 before we see any kind of bounce. And you can see the 88.6 is right where the first support level is. So look for some sort of like reversal in this area here, which is at $48,600, right? And we're of course drawing the fibs from the 50,562 all the way back down to the $48,080 is where we're drawing the fibs. So that's how we draw the fibs back down to see, hey, you know what, how far low it can go. Now, if we break this lower level, it's not the end of the world. It could be just we're just peaking below the lower level, which is the $48,080. Just as long as we don't break through the $47,000 level right here around the $47,300, $400 level, we can't break that. Or else, we're going to see this thing break down heavy, and it could go as low as the $43,000 level. We're going to talk about that if that kind of scenario does play out. There are issues that we are seeing divergences here, right? On the indicator. So this is, let's see here, I believe, did we get higher? No. So we have on the MACD, definitely we have some divergences here, which is where we see, what is a divergence? Well, when we see price doing the opposite of what the indicator is doing. So the indicator is moving in a downward direction, but price is moving on an upwardly direction. So from this one to here, price is moving up, but the indicator is moving down. So again, you can see in this case as well, the indicator, this is actually the opposite. So that doesn't count, that divergence, but this one does. So this one from here to here, this peak was also a divergence, and you can see on the MACD it's confirmed here as well. You can see the same thing happening on the RSI here between those two divergences. So yeah, those two peaks, and then of course there's confirmation. So that should give you some a moment of pause here. Now it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to definitely go down and turn around and go down. It doesn't mean that. It just it just says, hey man, if you're a bull, you might want to cool your jets. You might want to not jump into any big trade without managing your risks, right, on the way upside. So maybe reduce your risk profile for this trade. You can see that maybe we're creating a trend channel. That would be sweet. It's too early to tell, but it looks like this bottom trend is holding here. Let's see if this trend line holds. If it does, we could see it come all the way back up and head to the $51,000 mark. Breaking above the trend channel, of course, could mean a massive move higher, maybe all the way to the $57,000 mark. Should we break above the trend line? So that'd be sweet. That'd be really sweet to have us have that happen. Of course, because we are all bulls here. We want price to go up, because why do we want price to go up? Well, for one, it makes us feel a little bit richer, right? Especially if you're hodling. And then two, right, it brings in new buyers always, right? Should they be buying at the top? No, but they're going to do it anyways. And yeah, but we just want them to come into the space, learn what's going on, learn how, currency gets made. It gets made by governments printing money when they go into debt, individuals going into debt, and corporations going into debt. That's how money gets created. This is an unfair system because the people who get the money for the cheapest price, they get the most value out of it. And whilst the people who actually work for it, they actually lose quite a bit of value along the way. So this is important, and we're going to talk about that in the news section a little bit. How deadly and dangerous it is, right, for our, based on our current system. And so, yeah, it's very important to understand how the money system works and why Bitcoin is so much better. And yeah, when we have more people on board, that means we're going to have a better world, of course. And that's how I feel. Okay, before I continue, referrals. You could head over, you should click the link below. There's lots of referral links below that you can check out. And if you do purchase any products or sign up for any products, and we receive any revenue, that's basically my company receives any revenue, we'll take 12.5% of that revenue that we receive from all these referrals, and we'll take that 12% and buy 12.5% and buy up the DJ15 tokens. So make sure you own some DJ15 tokens as well. Okay, right, we're doing this live in front of an audience, right? You guys are having lots of fun. Sometimes we have some technical difficulties. You guys help me out with that and make sure that that gets corrected before the show begins. So I really appreciate everyone here. Thank you everyone for coming out today, and yeah, joining the chat. Make sure that you leave some questions here so that I can answer them at the end of the show. So yeah, if you want to be a part of that, also want to be part of all the cool trades that I'm doing, and also Lee is doing, who's another trader in the group. Yeah, take a look at all these trades, and yeah, you can be a part of that and see some profits. Of course, these are all dollar trades, but I want you guys to hold actual Bitcoin. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum, and the chart pattern that I'm seeing is just crystal clear. Can anybody see it? Right? Maybe not, but let me just draw it out. It starts over here. Let's start it over here. Boom. Like we can. Oops. Let me undo that and redo that right here. And so you can see it's clearly there is a pattern forming here. Boom. Yes, that's correct. It's an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Not the best, but it gets the job done. Right? You can see this line, the purple line, becomes the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern. And yeah, we can see that this thing, right? Of course, now where the target is, right? The target is clear when we're talking about the head and shoulders pattern. Right? We're talking. Let's see here. This level here, between here and between the lower point of which, oops, could have swore I clicked that, of $2,950 all the way to the top point, which is the $3,335 point. Wow, okay. and that probably is like really the 333, right? Just because, but or 4 threes maybe, but who knows? Let's see. Because I don't know if this is like really. Let's see here if that's the right top there. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I knew they would. They couldn't resist. It's $33,333.33. Oh man, right. Alrighty then. They couldn't resist that. Okay, so you can see that this takes us all the way to $3,700. There was $3,711 as approximate top. So yeah, and it doesn't matter whether if it was. You can see that this is also a W here, right on this side. Whether you call this a head and shoulders pattern or a W, that's how you play it out. So if you want to trade this, right? Real simple on the neckline breakout. Approximately, you just take what I would do is first draw it all the way from 1 to 1 right here. Boom, boom, and then just look for a 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio, and so that as your stop loss, so that every time you take a risk, right, you'll get twice as much money than if you were to do a 1 to 1 risk reward ratio. So you're only doubling your money, right? You're getting 50%, 100% more, but you're not getting 200% more, which is much better with a 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So you'll get 2 times as much that you risk in the market. So if you're risking $50, it means if you're going to lose $50, should this thing fail, you should be getting actually $100 as back as your reward at the top of this this particular trade. So with Ethereum, it loves to like come back and haunt people, right? You might want to like enter your buy zone in this 3,200-ish area, $3,250-ish area, because Ethereum loves to go no, and then goes higher. So yeah, likes to come back at you. Maybe you start nibbling here, and start a little bit of nibble here, and then see if you get some on the cheap. Most likely, I would suggest you shortly after the if we fall below 3280, that's where you probably might want to pick some Ethereum up on the cheap below that, the 3280, and look for some cheap Ethereum for a long trade with a low leverage. Okay. And that is your Ethereum trade that's came in easily, nice and easy. Heading over to dominance. Oh, well, the dominance still is like trading sideways. We're in for some chop. At least it's in the positive side. You see the 13 AMA is holding it down. So we might be in a phase where we might just go and flush right back down. And this chart looks absolutely fantastic. Right now it looks pretty decent. Of course, there's lots of coins that have given you more than a double priced in Bitcoin, and that's what we want, because we do the little lady strategy. And if you want to do that, you can do so at www.davincicodes.net/videos, and these videos are absolutely free, so check them out. Okay. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Remember, right, you got to get some Bitcoin. You have to have some Ethereum, but Bitcoin is the hard currency. Why? Because Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.